So I took a 15-inch woofer speaker and put it on the living room floor, played with the frequencies, the vibrations, till I reached the right frequency to levitate a ping pong ball right in the center. And I thought I was going to get a gigantic raise and maybe a promotion or, whatever. So I showed him what I'd done and everything, and he looked at it and he said, "Well, wow, man, I never thought you'd get that far with this." He says, "This is a government-funded research and development laboratory, and we're paid to look for answers, not find them." And that blew my world apart. It honest to God, it blew. I felt like, what am I doing here? I went back to work and lasted about another week because I was thinking if I went home without a paycheck, my wife was going to get upset. And I had no idea what I was going to do. Talking to some friends of mine, and this one guy said, I was sounding like a kook because I was telling what I was doing. And he says, well, there's some other people like you that have done the same things, and they'd like, come over to one of the meetings. There's a guy out in Oklahoma City that's been doing this, trying to do the same thing, and his name is Otis Carr, and he wants to build spaceships. They didn't want to hear it. They said, pull a levitation device out, and we'll give you a patent on an amusement device, and you can put it in a park and let kids ride on it or something. So it kind of really upset Carr, but he said, okay, I'll pull it out, and he did, and he got a patent on an amusement device. But he said, I'm going to write a book called Dimensions of Mystery. I brought you a copy of it on a disc. And he said, when people raise their consciousness high enough, they'll be able to see in these prose and poems and things about hummingbirds and rocks and trees how important it is to deal with the laws of nature. And when they understand that, they'll be able to, the levitation will be known to everyone, and they won't be able to stop it ever again. I thought that was pretty cool. Well, anyway, they brought Carr out. I got acquainted with him. It was like I was a multi-dimensional being with a multi-dimensional being. We just, there was nothing that we couldn't see or do. It was just really, really beautiful experience. He said that, remember, there's only the one. Don't think of anything but the one, always the one. Everything is simple. Everything is true. Everything is known in the oneness, and when you need to explain this, you can explain it to people as frames of reference. That everything is true in frames of reference, because life is perception from the inside out, not the other way around, not outside in, and so that everything that happens is true to those that experience it. If they image it, it is true. It's all automatically true. So anyway, he said, don't get discouraged. We're going to, you and I, and he had about 8 or 10 people with him. We're going to build a spaceship. So they found a laboratory and proceeded to build spaceships. And we had some prototypes going that were just really coming along nicely. And we felt we were having problems wondering how we were ever going to introduce these to people.